If you want a clear indicator that you have made a mistake, it is when even shill gaming outlets don't attack the gamers, the fans, or Star Wars, pre-Disney era Star Wars fans in their article, or when they do it in maybe one sentence, then move on. Welcome back to Words Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and yes, Ubisoft says it won't delay Star Wars Outlaws following graphics backlash. This is coming from the gamer. Remember, the gamer are the ones that write articles such as Resident Evil 5 can't be remade because it's so racist. And in this article, they barely touch on toxic fans and actually talk about the bad game and legitimate reception from potential customers. I'm in shock. I hate covering Disney Star Wars, as I mentioned earlier in my prior Disney Star Wars video, but I love covering the modern gaming industry, and this is a rare moment. So let's just soak it in. While we do go through this article, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day, and alright boys, let's just get into it. A recent gameplay showcase for Star Wars Outlaws has received a ton of backlash due to its visuals and animation quality, which has prompted a response from Ubisoft. Now, notice how they phrase the sentence. A recent gameplay showcase has received tons of backlash due to its visuals and animation quality. They don't say it's released tons of backlash from incel gamers. It's received tons of backlash from whiny fanboys. They just say it's received tons of backlash. They're just calling it as it is, which has prompted a response from Ubisoft. Ubisoft just all in at this point. They're getting attacked by the Japanese government over Assassin's Creed Shadows. They got Star Wars fans and just regular gamers in general being like, yo, what's going on with this Star Wars game? Ubisoft straight up not having a good time, and you love to see it. I'm so here for it. Let's continue. Although Star Wars fans have been dreaming about a truly open-world game for quite some time, it's fair to say that Star Wars Outlaws has been under quite the microscope ever since it was revealed. Despite a lot of promising comments from Massive about how the game handles exploration and progression, which notably doesn't include experience, it's had a hard time getting in the community's good books. Again, not the toxic white Star Wars fan community. No, just the community. Whether that be the community of all Star Wars fans, including morons who like Disney Star Wars, whether that means the gaming community. Now, there is a little bit of, they gotta poke the bear a little bit. When we get further in this article, they do say one or two snide sentences. But look at this. We are technically, we're on the second paragraph, and thus far, the criticism has been on the game, and they haven't tried to justify it and played, Big Daddy shill for Ubisoft yet. I'm almost impressed. There are a few reasons for this, ranging from the surprising inclusion of a season pass. Yes, that is a net negative, a single-player open-world exploration game, and you're giving us a season pass. Disgusting. Ubisoft should be ashamed of themselves. How much you want to bet that's going to be in Assassin's Creed Shadows as well? Because they're going to have to recoup their money somehow. They know these games are actually not going to sell particularly well to the mass audiences. No, it's going to be made for the whales, the few individuals who get really into the game, and so they're willing to just continuously dump money into it. That's who this is how they're going to have to make their money. So as disgusting a business practice as it is one that technically also makes sense. To idiots on the internet making fun of Kay's appearance. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the only time they bring that up. The only full-on attack of the fans they do is that half of a sentence right there. To idiots on the internet making fun of Kay's appearance, which, by the way, pretty justifiable considering the model for Kay is gorgeous and this character model looks atrocious. But we'll get into that in a bit. But a new one has just cropped up. Just a few days ago, IGN released a video showing off 10 minutes of Star Wars Outlaws gameplay, which has received a very frosty reception thus far. And if you guys haven't seen, if you guys are not aware of how frosty it is, I pulled up some frames of reference. Star Wars Outlaws is estimated to cost $80 to $100 million. Ubisoft recently showcased the game as a proud example of their diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. With the release approaching, here are the explosion effects. Now, I'll be real. While I normally love covering the DEI this and DEI that and culture war stuff, that didn't even need to be said. Learning the law did not need to include that because the visuals for how bad this is speaks for itself. Take a look. yeah, that's real bad. Like that is PS2, if I'm being generous, PS3 levels. But it's not just that. Hold on. So we got this one right here. Just watch the new Star Wars Outlaws gameplay trailer. I love how the mission objective says find the Sarlacc pit, and the game immediately puts a big yellow quest marker on your screen that shows you exactly where it is and how far. Right here, right here. Now, to be fair, this is something a lot of modern games do. I'm not just going to hold this against Star Wars Outlaws. I'm holding this. I've been complaining about this for years. I loathe that games that rely on exploration make it so easy to handhold and point you in the right direction for everything. So yes, while this is annoying, this game shouldn't be doing it. Neither should any of the other hundreds of games that do. So they're just continuing to perpetuate a cycle of bad game design. We got this here from Grums. I get it. A lot of folk don't like Grums. That's fair. Like him, don't like him. But it is worth reminding all of you, the pricing for this game, the base game, plus pre-order bonus, $70. Gold Edition, base game, pre-order bonus, 3 days early access, which means the game is ready to go. Well, after looking at some of these screenshots and whatnot, the game will be ready to go. But really, you're paying to an extra $100, $110 to get the game on time. Everybody else will get it 3 days late. You're not getting it 3 days early. And then, of course, the Season Pass, or the Ultimate Edition, for $130, comes with the base game, the pre-order bonus, getting to play the game on time while everyone else has to wait 3 days, the Season Pass, Rogue Infiltrator Bundle, Sabak Shark Bundle, and a digital art book, $130. Or you can pay $18.99 a month for Ubisoft's crappy service, their crappy monthly service, and you can pay, 18 months, you get all of this, and 100 plus other PC games, including new releases. Just to remind everyone where we're sitting with the pricing and why people are justifiably outraged. You're like, well, hey, $130, maybe the game is visually stunning. Well, first of all, no. We saw the explosion effects, we saw the frame rate drop, but hold on. Star Wars Outlaws with this exclusive gameplay footage looks unfinished, especially in this area where the frame rate drops significantly. Now, this doesn't look like someone, I'm not familiar with Nick Tech, but they don't look like somebody who's throwing a fit about DEI and Gamergate this and Gamergate that. Watch this. Again, this is the showcase footage for a game coming out next month. That thermal detonator looks like crap. Oh, look at that. Did you see that PS2 ass? Hold on. So we're going to go right back here. Yeah, let's just go in straight slow-mo. All right, so boom, 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 boom. It's rolling in. It looks terrible. It looks awful. Look at that. Guys, that's not my internet. Every single bit of footage I've seen, even the actual IGN straight from their YouTube channel, looks like this. That is just abysmal. Again, this is PS2, PS3 levels of animation, of frame rate drop. Well, frankly, not even frame rate drops, because PS2 really didn't have that problem. It's just that ugly of a game. So yeah, when gamers are upset, there is nothing that the gamer can do to try and shill for Ubisoft to make this okay, because even the most ardent supporters of DEI and Gamergate and anti-Gamergate this and woke white male and even they are like, bro, this game is fucked. And you're wanting how much for it? $130. Okay, yeah, no, Star Wars fans aren't happy with Outlaws graphics. Now, to be fair, there's a lot more to talk about than just the graphics, but that's what the article focuses on, and that's fair. As of the time of writing, IGN Star Wars Outlaws gameplay video sits at 17,000 dislikes compared to 9,000 likes, which is pretty surprising for a 10-minute gameplay showcase. The comments are filled with angry reactions from fans, again, fans, not toxic fans, pointing out the frame rate drops, stiff animations, San Andreas-like explosions, and general lack of polish for something releasing next month. Guys, this game comes out next month, and this was the showcase that Ubisoft put out because they're proud of this level of work. Is it starting to sink in yet? There are also some comments making fun of the mission structure and design, but the main complaints are focused on the visuals. As reported by Games Radar Plus, the response to Star Wars Outlaws gameplay was brought up during a recent conference call Q&A. Ubisoft was asked if it was considering delaying the game over reactions. And here's what Ubisoft had to say. as we've said, also for Star Wars, the level of quality of the world and the experience is really very high. Is it though? Because you had a 10-minute showcase to prove that. 10 minutes is a lot. Imagine if we had a 10-minute movie trailer. Dude, you're basically giving away a bunch of the movie. You gave us 10 minutes solid. Fans are notably pissed. And you're trying to tell us don't believe what your eyes are telling you. The gameplay experience is really very high. The quality is truly very high. We would know. We spent $80 to $100 million on this. But my eyes see something different, Mr. Ubisoft businessman in your stiff suit that doesn't know a damn thing about the video game industry or the fans or the paying customers or the people you should be trying to make happy. We are really leveraging our engine, and I think people will love it. Oh, you think people will love it? Well, they go on to say, Ubisoft head Yves Guillemot also commented on the backlash, noting the quality of the world and gameplay is very high. Oh, okay, so that's what they said already. I could swear I read somehow, somewhere that, so maybe I read it in a separate article, I don't remember, basically that they're going to be showing off more additional footage, and they're sure the fans will love it. Guys, you had 10 minutes. You already tried to show off. You gave us 10 minutes. What good is showing us even more going to do? Again, I wasn't going to get this game anyway because I'm an ardent detractor of Ubisoft, of most modern games, of Disney Star Wars, of the DEI initiative. This game was never going to be gracing and frankly tarnishing my PC. But that doesn't mean that I want to see it fail. I mean, I do want to see it fail, but I would much rather the games be good, me be proven wrong. Like that's what people don't seem to understand. In the ideal world, us anti-woke grifters want to be proven wrong. When we come out and say, yo, this is going to be trash, this is going to be garbage, this is going to be woke, XYZ, QIA, like X-Men 97. I was wrong. We were all wrong. And we're so glad we're wrong, because when we're wrong, it means things are good, and we want things to be good. And this is so atrocious that even the shill media like The Gamer can't defend it. What does that tell you? It means the video game industry crash is imminent. It is incoming. And I could not be happier. But those are just my thoughts. Some of yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about video games or Gamergate, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon. And become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get involved in the discussion with over 80 other vital idols. It is a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to expand even further, because we do care about diversity, but only one kind of diversity of thought. And if that's interesting to you, hit the subscribe button, join the Discord, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.